Guess we will never know. Stay tuned to Delta Sip. Angela Buckney here, the voice behind the mic. Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. And if you need a commercial, let me know. Want to advertise? Not a problem. We have affordable rates. Call 662-207-2077. The views and opinions expressed in this channel are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they may represent or affiliate with. Carlos Moore Law Group, Vanguards for Justice. Carlos Moore Law Group will fight fervently for you. With 22 years of experience, Attorney Moore is a distinguished legal figure, recognized nationwide and beyond for his groundbreaking roles in legal expertise. Carlos Moore Law Group is available 24/7. Check out the web at morebymore.com. A representative is waiting to respond to you. Scan the QR code or call 662-227-99. Whether buying or selling a home, Dr. Deborah Dace has the blueprint. At Exit Southern Charm Realty, Dr. Deborah Dace is there to assist you. Dr. Dace is not just a realtor. She's an award-winning realtor who can make investing in your future home a breeze. This process should never be complicated. Allow her to put you in the home of your dreams. And she can also help you sell your home. Either way, enjoy your key to happiness and give Dr. Dace a call. Rosie's Workshop is the Mike Magazine's official small business choice for Tumblr designs. Place an order with Rosie's Workshop. Don't stress yourself. Rosie can do it. You can't think of a gift to get someone, whether it's a teacher, friend, church member, you name it. You should consider today going to Rosie's Workshop. That's Rosie Blackshire at rosiesworkshop@gmail.com or on Facebook. 662-635-3029. Call today. And welcome to another segment. To another segment of Delta Sip, where we sip slow and talk what we know. We have with us today Miss Joanne Latiker Carmichael. Well, we wanted to know, because we talked to your children about 2 weeks ago, and your son, excuse me, was missing off the Natchez Trace. He was put out of a vehicle. He gave you a call, and pick us up from right there. Tell us what happened.
Um, it was New Year's Eve, and I was at church. Me and several more of my children. We had a watch meeting, and at exactly 12:01, my son Tommy called me, and I answered the phone the first ring. That's unusual, but I did that. And he said, "Mama, come get me." And I asked him, we call him Pop. I said, "Pop, where are you?" He said, "I'm on the trace." And I said, "What you doing on the trace?" He said that he called a name, put me out. I didn't catch the name. And asked him again, I said, "Who you said put you out?" And he said, "Don't worry about it." He said, "I'll take care of it later." He said, "Just come get me." I said, "Okay, I'm on my way." And I was steady walking out the door, and I looked around at my little grandson, Ramon, and I said, "Come on, Ramon, let's go," because he was with me. And he was kind of slow, and I hollered at him and told him, "Come on, let's go." And I jumped into my truck. I took off, heading down that way to try to get him. And when I got to the Natchez Trace, I was coming off of Damascus Church Road at Damascus Church. And when I got to the Natchez Trace, I called him. My son Herbert, he asked me, "Who calling you this late?" And I said, "Pop." He said, "What are you calling you this late for?" He said, "Somebody put him out." And so Nerva said that Herbert told her, he said, I'm fixing to follow her because something is wrong, something ain't right. So he jumped in his truck, him and his wife, and they caught up with me. And I called Pop when I got to the trace, and I said, Pop, you told me to come get you, but you didn't say whereabouts on the trace, which way to go. He said, when you get to my fault, he said, just keep on coming. And he said, you'll see me walking. I said, Pop, don't walk in the, don't get up in the highway, walk on the highway. He said, I'm not. And I said, walk down in the ditch, like. And he said, okay. I said, well, I said, matter of fact, just sit there and wait till I get there. He said, if I sit there, you won't see me. I said, I'm not coming back without you. And when I got to the fault, which he told me to come to, was the first fault to go to his house. It's that the road makes kind of like a U, go in on one end and keep right on back around on the other one. And I saw two cars sitting in the road when I got there. When my light flashed on them, one of those cars took off. I couldn't get, I didn't get close. It didn't let me get close enough to get no tag or see no color or nothing.
Wow.
And the other one was sitting there, and Herbert was on the phone with me, and I said, Herbert, I said, that something done happened. I believe somebody done hit him. And when I got there, I seen this man, this truck sitting there, so I whooped in front of there and jumped out and run around. And when I saw that man, the front end of that man's truck, I like to pass out. That truck was, the front end of that truck was caved in. Looked like that man had hit a tree. And I went to the door there, and when the man had the glass down, he was sitting in the truck. All I could smell was alcohol. I said, sir, you done hit something, ain't you, somebody? He said, yeah. I said, where you hit him at? He said, down there somewhere. I said, whereabouts? And he said, back down there. And so Herbert had jumped out, and him and Ramon, everybody had jumped out and run there. And my daughter-in-law was calling 911 at the same time. And we was upset, and okay, he said we went to look at Hubbard. They grabbed their phones trying to find their way. And I thought about, I always keep a flashlight in my glove compartment, and I always keep one in my purse, a little small one. I said, wait a minute, I got two flashlights. So little Ramon ran back and grabbed the flashlight and went back. And I begged him, I said, sir, please get out and help me. I said, that's my child. Please help me. Please help me find my child. And he finally managed to get out, holding on to the truck, trying to stand up. And by the time he got to the front of the truck, I had already took off and headed down the road myself. My little grandson, I heard Herbert holler. And my little grandson was coming back up the road, running towards me with the coat up over his head, up over his face. And Herbert telling me, go back, mama, go back, mama, go back. And my grandson grabbed me, trying to hold me. I said, no. I said, let me go. I said, I got to see him. I said, that's my baby. I got to see my child. And so he turned me loose, and he was laying in the ditch. No, down the bank, like his
Yes,
head
ma'am.
was down there, like at the foot of the,
Mm, mm, mm,
at the bank there.
mm,
And he was gone. And this man said that they asked him what happened, how did he hit him? He said he was driving in the middle of the road. Now these is his words. We all heard it. Driving in the middle of the road trying to dodge a deer. But apparently it wasn't a deer he hit. He hit my child.
Now, you are alleging that you smell alcohol. Is that correct?
Yes, I did. I dare
So,
saying that.
tell me what happened when authorities made it.
Well, the first someone there was a Farm Haven volunteer fire department, which was a young man was the first one there, and then the others came on. Then Madison County came, and they stayed there waiting for the Rangers. The Ranger was about 4 hours or better for was better than 4 hours before they got there. Before the Ranger got there.
Oh,
And
wow.
the man was they're just sitting there, and people was steady coming and everything, and they never they never breathalyzed this man.
Okay, so you're sitting here witnessing this.
Yes, I was down sitting on the ground beside my son most of the time,
Hmm.
holding his hand.
So did you all have a pulse, or was he gone already?
He was gone already. He was gone. He was gone already.
And this is how you spent New Year's night.
Yes, ma'am. New
So
Year's
the
morning. New Year's morning, because it was like he got hit about somewhere between the but it was 15 after 12 when we made it there.
wow, wow, wow.
When I got there where he was, where the
Hmm.
truck was, and then we had
Hmm.
to find him. Had to run back down the road find him because the man said he went on the road and he turned around and come back up.
Now, your children submitted a narrative, but it does not
Mhm.
have the driver's name in there, which I thought it was strange because they would usually redact that name and make it black, but they would still give you the paperwork. Why do you think the name is not there, Mom?
uh, I think that they are trying to cover up,
Mm,
and God forgive me if I'm wrong, but that's
mm,
what everything is looking like. They never
mm-mm.
breathalyzed this man. This man hadn't been to jail or nothing. And the Rangers stopped, trying to communicate with them. But I guess it was worrying them. I don't know, but I was worried too. I mean, I lost my child. So I mean, any mother and siblings is gonna do that.
Mm-hmm. So you all were calling desperately to get paperwork, to get things so that you can have in your possession that something
That's
that will give you peace of mind and help you to lay this thing to rest. But have you been able to lay it to rest?
no,
Wow. So
no,
we're
we
coming
have
up on
not.
a new year again.
Yes,
And how do you feel about the way Madison County and the Rangers and the people handled, the other agencies handled his death?
I don't think it's being handled at all.
Wow.
The way I mean, the way things is going and the way things is looking, they're like they got something to cover up. They got something. If it was an accident, why hadn't it been showed to us, proved to us?
So after speaking with Herbert, he says that he feels that um because the man is white, that this
That's
may have
correct.
something to do with it.
That's right.
Um, was it a white man you talked to that night who said
Yes,
that
it
he hit
was.
something?
Yes, ma'am. It was.
Were you familiar with his face, being that you guys are from that area?
No, I didn't, but I didn't know him.
Hmm.
But I'm not familiar with him. But that's what we're trying to find out. We're trying to find out, did he know my son? Because he only lived a few miles from my son.
Okay.
My
And
son lived off the trace. This man lived off the trace down the road a little piece further.
now I'm told that he was impaired. His vision was impaired. Um, what? Tell us a little bit about his medical condition with his eyes.
He could see, but he could see how to get around and stuff like that. But he was kind of like legally blind. But the way you and I would consider it. But he could see how to get around. He still worked and tried to work and everything. He lived on his own. He lived by himself. He took care of himself and
And
everything.
and also he also told you how to get to him.
Yes, he did.
So he was familiar with his surroundings.
That's right, because he lived right. He wasn't from the fault he would have been turning into. He was not 200 yards from that fault.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean, Falk. When I say Falk, I'm talking about the Falk of the road that he should have been
Yes.
turning into.
Yes. Mom, let me ask you, what do you want out of all of this at the end of the day?
I want justice. If it was an accident, I want it to be proven to be an accident. I
Hmm.
want to know. I want to know everything.
Hmm. And you
And if it
feel
was
like
an
up to
accident,
this point, so let me ask you, do you feel like up to this point you've got enough information?
no, it's more information that needs to be got because I had really, to be honest and tell you the truth, I hadn't got any information really.
Hmm.
Now my children have, they haven't really got any. They have been like, I don't know. I guess you said brushed off and different things. Now, really, you have to really talk to them to find out what they do have and what they haven't have. But
Well,
I know for sure I don't have any.
well, they did give me this narrative here that we read on the show, and it talks about the cause of death is a
Mm-hmm.
blunt, sharp force
Mm-hmm.
in traffic, blunt
Yeah.
force trauma with a suspected manner of accident. And it just talks about how they checked his blood alcohol level, but it never talked about the the driver. And it only referred to the guy as the driver. And
Yeah.
in that narrative, the driver has no name.
Yes, he have a name. I just don't. I don't. I don't re- really remember. I know it when I hear it, but my children know his name and
Yes,
everything.
ma'am.
I try to. It's kind of hard on me.
Yes, ma'am. And we wanted your part. You know, you said you do want justice for your son, and
That's right.
we're gonna cut it off right here, because we don't want to relive all of this stuff again, and keep talking about it. But I'm so grateful that Brother Kareem was able to get a hold of you all, and Miss Black, your daughter, was able to
Yes.
speak with us, and Herbert was able to speak with us about these allegations, because it's time to do some more investigating and see what all can be done next to close this chapter out, so that you can actually, you know, have peace of mind,
Have peace. Yes.
because I
His
believe that's only fair for any mom.
his
And I
birthday was the 10th of just passed was the 10th. Okay,
Mhm.
and soon gonna be a year. I mean, the things holidays is coming up. It's
That's
just
right. That's
it's
right.
hard.
That's
It's
right.
hard.
That's
This
right.
is the first. I mean,
The first Thanksgiving without him.
yeah,
Hmm. And
because
you
he was
talk
with
about him,
us.
like he's an itty bitty baby, but that's
Yes.
your baby.
Yes.
Yeah, that was your baby.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, I just say
Well, I want to thank you so much for your giving us your narrative, your spiel, letting the people know how you truly feel. And we're going to use your interview in an article that we're getting ready to do in the Jackson Advocate newspaper. I've actually
okay.
already started that article. So we really wanted to hear from Mom.
Yes.
Um, and it's no disrespect to anybody, but we
Yes.
wanted to hear from Mom,
Yes.
so that we can get your narrative and move forward. And thank you so much. And thank you to your grandbaby, uh,
Thank you.
for helping us to get this interview. And God
Thank
bless
you.
you. And just be on the lookout for the article.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much, and I appreciate everything that you all trying to do. And I'm praying and hoping that someone will come in and really help us and find out the truth because it's something that's not being told. It's something not seen. I
Hmm.
mean, it's something is wrong.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And whenever someone, loved one, say they feel like it's a cover up, that's a red flag here.
Yes.
To me, that is in fact a red flag for me to continue investigating and trying to get down to the bottom of it, and get
Thank you.
information that they're not releasing. And so we know that you guys are probably going to end up having to get an attorney
Yes,
to
ma'am.
to represent you,
Yes.
um, so that you can get the proper paperwork that any family is supposed to be privy to.
Yes,
um,
ma'am. Yes,
and
ma'am.
again,
Because we hadn't got it, so far we hadn't got the proper paperwork, which
and
is,
and, and
I
it's
don't,
unfortunate. And during COVID, they would say, "Oh, the crime lab is backed up," but it's not COVID anymore. So
no, it's
there's
not.
no reason why it's almost a year and
Yes, ma'am.
you don't
That's
have
right.
paperwork for your
That's
baby.
right.
It makes no sense.
It
And
really don't.
we're in 2024. It's about to be 2025. And when
Yes,
you
ma'am.
go into 2025, you should know more than what you know now.
I'm praying that we will.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
trusting in God because He's gonna make a way, and I know He is.
Absolutely. Thank you so, so much, Miss Carmichael.
Thank you. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you all too. I appreciate everything.
Absolutely. That's what we're here for.
Yes.
Absolutely. And you just heard from Tommy Carmichael's mother, who is on a search to find pertinent information so that she can get justice for her son who was murdered, is what it sounds like. He was murdered and left there to die. And so, if he wasn't murdered, if it was an accident, come out of the shadows. Say that. Give this mother some information. Don't make her have to go get an attorney to do that. Because I'm telling you, when you have to go get an attorney and you have to get investigators involved and stuff like that, we find out things about Madison County that we're not even looking for. So please, please, if you know somebody who works for the game warden and all of this in the Madison County on the Natchez Trace, y'all please let them know you don't want this mother to go get an attorney, because then we're going to start finding stuff out that we don't want to know in Madison County. That's the way it goes. That's how it happens. That's how stuff happened in Rankin County. That's how stuff happened in Holmes County and all of these other counties. You don't want people snooping around your back door. You don't. So if he was murdered, say it. If it was an accident, say that. But don't let this mother go into a new year with less information than what she got after he died. She said she was sitting in a ditch looking at her baby, trying to stay as close by him as possible. And you heard her. She said he was already gone. Don't put this family, this mother, through any more hardship than what they have to go through. I'm begging you, please call your Madison County people. Please call your Madison County people. And I can't say it enough, and I don't say it to brag, but the Department of Justice watch this platform. They watch it. They watch this platform, and I don't say that to brag. Please, y'all do right. Please give this mother the information that she needs so that she can have peace of mind. They already done their own investigation. They got the name of the driver that is not even named in the narrative. They already have his name. So it's best to just come on now. Come on now. Let's not make this mother, this grieving mother, go through any other extra, jump through any other hoops. It's not right. She just wants peace of mind going into 2025. And on that note, Angela Buckman here, the voice behind the mic. Delta sip where we sip slow and talk what we know. And now, I gotta go.
What you're doing right now and download the G Wood Live app. It's absolutely free. There's no cost. I'll say it again. It's absolutely free. It's your way to stay connected and stay involved in the community. Download the G Wood Live app on your Apple or your Google Play. Stay connected, stay positive, stay involved. Download the G Wood Live app.
Now you look chubby, you're a pretty woman. But eat what you're supposed to eat and don't eat 5 of them.